Hey guys, Josh here, and today I'm going to be doing a bit of an interesting experiment. Somebody was watching my video on this guy here. It's the air jack I got off of Amazon a while ago. They were asking what kind of a compressor would you need to run this. So what I'm going to do is try and run it off of one of these little 12 volt powered air compressors that you get for your car in case you need to fill up your tires in an emergency. I use this one specifically for the air shocks in the Ranger, but I've got an adapter and a few things to hook it up to this airline, and we'll see if this can lift up at least the back end of the truck. Now I could just plug the small compressor into the outlet on the truck, but I also kind of want a 12 volt outlet for my portable battery that I have. And especially since I have this guy here that I made, I just got to put these XT60 plugs on this. And then I can plug that into there, and then I can hook this onto any battery I want and have a 12 volt outlet. Uh, Also, I've got one of my old couplers, and this is just a Schrader valve 2/4 inch pipe thread, so we'll thread that onto there. And that is pretty much it. And then we can see if that little compressor can lift the back of the truck. Okay, camera died. Don't know when it died, but hopefully I didn't lose too much footage. So I got the XT60 connector soldered on, and I'm just going to wipe some of that flux off. And then we just put this snap on like that, and you got yourself a nice connector. So that connector will plug into my pigtail here, like so. Okay, now positive is the square end, and so that will go to the center of my adapter here. Now what I want to do is actually get this fairly tight on here and square it up so that way should last a long time. Yeah, it's good enough. So what I'll do is I'll solder the ends onto here. Okay, so I got my adapter made. I can plug it into here. Then I can clamp that onto a battery. So what we'll do next, we will thread this into here and then we'll test out the pump. Okay, so the way it's going to work, we'll take this guy, plug it into here, like so. Then we take this guy, which is threaded, we plug it into that, and then the jack goes into here. And then we will test and see if that jack can be powered by this tiny little pump. Okay, so I've got the pump set up, hooked up to the jack, and we'll see if this can lift the Ranger before the 12 minutes is up for the pump, because it'll start overheating. And we will speed through this. Okay, so we're right around 12 minutes this has been running, and by the looks of it, our pump here is at just under 70 psi, and we got the truck lifted up. Now the jack's on a bit of an angle because it's compensating for the front of the truck being on the not so level driveway. But I'll grab a tape measure here and we'll see how much lift we got. Okay, so I call that a good 7 inches of lift from the bottom of the tire to the concrete floor. And now this is on a solid axle here, so I'm not compensating for any suspension work. But I think it's actually really neat that there's a truck driving by and I have to wait. Okay, I think it's really neat that just using this tiny little pump, it's rated for 12 minutes for a standard car tire, could actually lift up the back end of the truck. It's not super heavy, but I'd imagine, you could lift up the front, and if you do the cycling, the nice thing is, because air goes into this and it doesn't come out till you put the vehicle down, you could technically use a tiny pump like this if you were really in a jam. So as long as you have a compressor that can reach the maximum pressure of the jack, you can pretty much jack anything you need that's within the weight limit of this jack. If you have any questions or suggestions, leave them below and I'll try and answer as many of them as I can. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.